without further ado, let's bring out our next comic. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Amir.
Amir the awesome one! Woo!
All right. My name is Amir Rahim. I'm from Iraq. Has anyone been there? It's not on the top 10 to visit list. Like, you never want to. It's like, hey, it's the summer. Let's go to Iraq. No. Iraq. Oh, we're just not doing well. That's our logo, actually. Iraq. We're not doing so well. We have good food there, but would you really risk your life for a sandwich? Like Iraq, come for the food, stay because, well, you're dead. I mean, that country is so corrupt. I think ISIS is gonna run for presidency next year. Like it's gonna be the ISIS party. Free belts for everyone. Yeah, I went there like 3 months ago because my father told me to. No, actually, it's a very fun story why I went there. I'll tell it later. But I went there and I was at the airport and we had this long line for the metal detector. Very long line. What's interesting is the power in the whole airport was off. Why were we standing in line for the metal detector? Like it was just off and they weren't even being subtle about it. Like soldiers and like policemen were just going through it with their weapons and guns and it wasn't ringing. But yeah, we got in there and like one of the security stopped me aside and he was like, hey, it's like he was checking the bag. I'm like, what are you looking for? He looked at me and was like, we're just checking if you were just getting guns to the country. Like, getting guns to Iraq? Like, aren't we the #1 exporter of these things? Like, we just have so many. Like, we're importing like more people to use them. That's what's happening. But yeah, I'm 19. The reason I went to Iraq is because this is literally how it happened. My dad called me. He was in Iraq, and he was like, "Hey, Amir, yeah, you're getting married in 2 weeks."
Oh. Woohoo! Woohoo! Yay!
Thanks for the invitation. I'll see if I can make it. Like, I don't know. It was an awfully short notice if you weren't the one getting married. But yeah, that's the way like it goes. That's the life of an Arab. You're 2 years old and your mother and father already picked a bride. Then you're 16 and, you get engaged. Then you get married at 19 and then you're 21 and you find out about it. But yeah, I actually, it's like 2 months ago I actually had a kid. Oh my God, before that I used to be, that asshole just sitting looking at crying kids and just judging the parents. Now, every time I see those people, I cry. I'm like, I feel your pain. Like, he's crying and there's nothing you can do about it. But yeah, I actually researched this. The reason babies cry is because of the way everyone drives in Doha. Like, that's the reason they cry. You just like, honey, they have cars. They can drive however they want. Yeah, man, those babies, they don't like it. I'm okay with it. Just the babies. Like, we're gonna need to drive slower if we need to stop those babies from crying. We're gonna need to drive slower. Everyone's just driving crazy. I mean, I've been to Iraq. I've seen chaos. But then I came here and saw the traffic and I was like, whoa. Like, that's what we're missing, to have total chaos in Iraq. And it's just weird because in Iraq, we actually have people just drive on the opposite side of the road. And not even on the side of it, in the middle, they're just going through. And if you're wondering How many balls does it take to do that? It takes 3. You can't do that having just the one set. Like, because like they're driving like on the highway very fast, and they get angry when you're standing on their way. Like, I'm like, you're the one breaking the law. It's like, one shot at tobacco. Is it your street? Like, it's not mine, but that's why I'm following the rules. But yeah, I have 6 sisters. That's 5 more sisters than you need to have. Like having 6 sisters means that if we ever have like a family, you know, going out time, I don't get to pick my place. Like it's gonna be, like we're gonna have a voting, and I'm gonna lose that voting. Hey, can we go watch them? No, we can't. You have 6 sisters, you lost already. Like just the fights over the TV is the real thing. Like because I have a younger sister, she's like 8, and she has more power in that house than I do. Like I just have the remote, like I'm just like watching a game or whatever, and she just comes and grabs it and changes the channel. I'm like, okay. You have 5 other sisters to back you up. I run to father and tell him, but we all know how that's gonna end up. But yeah, having 6 sisters, like lots of people, like my friends always say, hey, they could help you if you're going out on a date. I'm like, no. What happens is, we go to a shop to pick a gift for my girlfriend or whatever, and it's gonna end up with me buying my sister's clothes. That's how it ended up every time. I never learned. Like every time I go like, yeah, I bought them clothes. Like that's how it happened, and that's why you are getting a burger for our anniversary. Half-eaten burger because one of my sisters was hungry. That's what you're getting. Love you, sweetie. That's what you get. But yeah, I think this whole thing, like me having this kid and he's crying all the time, like it echoes in your head when you leave. Like I'll be driving and out of nowhere, wah, wah. Ghost, what's going on here? Yeah, and sorry. It was okay, I just didn't have anything to say, so I was thinking of doing something like, I'm busy doing this, like, this is what I'm doing. Well, I guess then I'll just be done now. No, seriously, thank you, you guys are a great audience.